Hey everyone, this is the sprint retrospective video for group jkjld. Our team is working on the project Lockdown Support to Students. It's a website which aims to help international students by providing support to the international students who are left with no support from the Australian government and have lost their jobs due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The website acts as an intermediary connecting international students to charity organizations and other forms of help. Our group members include
Hello, my name is Jack Fleming. I'm a Scrum team member and I'm going to be looking after the security and the DevOps for our team.
Hey, my name is Leda and I'm focusing on front-end development and UX design.
Hello there, my name's Daniel and I will be responsible for back-end development.
Hi, my name is Ho Yin. My team role is front-end developer.
Hey guys, my name is Kartik Kaushik. I am the Scrum Master for this project and I am also working on the backend development. After pitching project ideas to each other in team meetings, we landed on a project which helps in solving community problems. As we all know, lockdowns are hard on everybody, but a group which is most vulnerable during lockdowns is international students. There are a lot of international students in Australia who come from low-income families and were supporting themselves by doing casual or part-time work. But due to lockdown, a lot of businesses were shut down, which resulted in loss of jobs, which directly affected international students. There was no support provided by the Australian government to international students, and the Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison even said in a press conference, and I quote, "If they are not in a position to be able to support themselves, then there is the alternative for them to return to their home countries." Now, there is a huge number of international students that have become food insecure and were not even able to buy groceries. The saving grace for international students were charity organizations and volunteers which worked very hard to provide meals and groceries to affected international students. The idea of this project is to create a web app which is connected to a database that holds the information of charity and volunteer organizations that are offering food, groceries, or any kind of help to the international students. An organization can provide all the information in such as location, time, and list of things that they'll be providing. All of it will be stored on the database. Students can access the site and find information about the nearest food drives happening. For communication, our team set up a group project, group chat, and a MS Teams channel. We use these very extensively for communication. We also use Trello board to create all the sprints and their backlogs, which helped us break down a sprint into small tasks. Then we use Trello board to assign these tasks to each member using a checklist, which members checked off from the list once completed. Our team has set up a GitHub repository where we will share our code once we start implementing features and start building the project. For Sprint 1, our team met up 3 times on MS Teams by conducting team meetings, one in week 6 and the other 2 times in week 7. The first time, not all members were able to attend, so we just introduced ourselves. In the second meeting, we decided what project to work on by pitching ideas, and in the end, we were able to choose a project to work on. Then we assigned all members tasks to complete before we meet up for the third time. We assigned 3 members to come up with the user stories and the other 2 worked on features. Then, in the third meeting, we looked at all the user stories and derived features from them and spread all the features into 3 sprints that are achievable. We also set up a GitHub repository in the third meeting. After conducting the meetings, we were able to identify 5 users for this project, which are international students, charity and volunteer organizations, food and supermarket companies, donors, and food businesses. Here are the user stories and the features connected to it. As an international student, I want to see all the available help I can get with food and groceries so that I am able to feed myself and not be food insecure. As the user wants to see all the available help, we can derive 2 features from this user story. First one is to list all the charity organizations clearly shown on the website. And the second feature is a map which pinpoints the location of the nearest food drives happening by using the location of the user.
As a charity organisation, I want to let people know where we are conducting food drives so that we can help as many international students as possible. From this user story, we derive the feature of enabling these charities to create a user profile and upload relevant information to the platform, such as their goods and services available, amounts of stock, and location for international students' reference. These data will be stored in a SQL database in the backend. The precise details of implementation, including access permissions are still being discussed.
As a company, we want to offer an advertised discount on essential food items to international students so that we can help them to get through this difficult time. And we have decided that the companies or supermarket can provide the discount code or coupon form for the international student. Also, an identity verification or signature page when access to this voucher requests these two features from this story.
As a donor, I want to help international students by donating some money to the cause so that international students can be supported during the COVID-19 pandemic. We derived the feature of using a secure payment platform to donate funds from the donor's user story. This feature can be achieved by having a donor link where they can upload their name and donation and then follow through to a secure payment platform.
As a local restaurant, we want to find a place where we can donate food to international students so that we can support them during a time of need and so that our spare food does not go to waste. We derived a feature from this user story. This feature is for food businesses or small cafes or restaurant owners. The feature that we have allows these businesses to apply to be on a food donations list, where the international students have the ability to go in and retrieve food to help with the financial strain that COVID has had on these students. Inputting their name, their location, the food available and the quantity that they have will give these students the chance to filter through and find exactly what they are looking for. That way we're not overlapping or wasting any food as we go.
Working on this sprint was a new experience. We had to learn how to work in teams to achieve a common goal and to manage and assign tasks to each other. In the beginning, we faced time difference issues as some members of our group live in different time zones. We had to schedule meetings when every member was available. Once we were able to figure out when to meet, we were able to make some serious progress. What worked well in this sprint was our open communication, as any member could make a post in the Teams channel or private message other team members if needed help or wanted to know something. Another thing that helped us in completing this sprint was meeting frequently. Meeting frequently enabled us to work on tasks assigned to us in the last meeting and get feedback from other members on our work. After deriving features from user stories, we divided all the features into different sprints. For sprint 2, we decided to include the most important features to be implemented first, such as security of the web app, enabling charities to enter information which will help build our database of charity organizations for helping international students. We want to enable login pages to authenticate legitimate international students, and we want all the information inside the database to be displayed on the web app. For Sprint 3, we will include less important features which will give our web app a finishing touch, which include donation pages, company vouchers, and displaying information on the map. For the final sprint, we will try to create awareness about the web app by posting an international student and university Facebook groups, and we will implement any remaining features that we deem necessary. Two things that I would like to include as advice for other groups is to conduct frequent meetings and have open communication, which will be key in sprint planning, as all team members will be able to provide feedback on each other's work and there will be no ambiguity regarding the tasks. This is the end of our presentation. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for your time.